Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Tony Shen. I'm back at it like a crack addict. You know what time it is. Today, we're making another stock plugin tutorial video. We're going to make a future type beat inspired by his latest album. If you've been to my channel before, you know what it is. But if you haven't and you're new to this channel, this is basically part of an ongoing series when I make beats only using stock plugins and other very easily accessible sounds. In fact, all the drums I'm going to use in this tutorial come from my free drum kit, Tony Shen Slap Pack Volumes 1 through 3, link in the description below, free downloads, just so you know you have access to all the sounds that I use and you have access to everything. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the inspiration for this future type beat comes from his latest album. More specifically, we're gonna go for this like dark orchestral trap type sound from his song I'm On One featuring Drake. So in order to get started, let's first get like an idea of like the feel, right? And to get the feel right, you have to get the tempo right. So I'd say anywhere between like 140. If you want to go a little bit slower, to like 150 or 155-ish. We're gonna go 150. Just average it out. You get me? Cool. Now, in order to get this like dark orchestral sound, you do want to get like the best quality orchestral type presets that you can find. And I think for me, it's gonna come from Flex, which is like a library, sound library that comes with FL Studio. Should be free if you have FL Studio 20 or above. So in order to get the sounds that we want, we're gonna download the Essential Strings pack. I got this for free. All you have to do is download it. I think it should be in one of these free packs. Essential Strings. Let's get like a First, let's get like a slow string, right? Like a slow sustain type string. That's beautiful. It's giving me the chills. And for this last little note here, we could add another note. Ooh, that's hard. Next, we're gonna add another layer of strings on top of that just to give it that really like deep, wide orchestral feel. But it's gonna be kind of like a count. It's gonna be like a response, right? This is gonna be like the call, and there's gonna be a response. So we'll pull up another instance of Flex, and then let's open maybe like violins, pizzicato. Nah, that's like too short. Maybe staccato. Sustain. Violas. Now I think that this note right here kind of hits a little late, so I'm gonna try to like drag it forward. I'm just fixing the timing of these notes out a little bit, because if you notice, like when everything was on grid, the timing it sounded like some notes were coming in a little bit late. So I'm just like dragging the notes a little bit forward just to compensate for that. Now I want the violas to kind of be a little higher in frequency. Actually, let's maybe change this to violins, because violins are a little bit higher in pitch if you know anything about orchestras. Sustain. Nice. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna add a little bell on top just to give it some type of like clarity, you know, because the orchestras, the strings are very like wide and just like very ambient, but you want to have something kind of in the middle to just give some sort of clarity. Let's go to flex. Let's find some bells. And to kind of navigate flex, it's kind of just like a very big library of presets categorized by like different packs that FL Studio provides. So in order to kind of find with more specific sound, you can just use a search bar. And then just go to all, and they'll give you the most assortment of bells. Bionicle. No. No. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. That's kind of hard. Could use that. It's a little loud though. Let's turn down the input gain. I don't like this bell. I don't like this bell. Never mind. I take that back. I like the Juno bells actually. Let's pitch it up an octave. So in order to get the feel more right, I feel like the bell kind of hits a little bit early. So I do want it to sit a little bit behind everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything by Control A, and then just hold Shift, and then scroll on your mouse pad if you can. If you're not able to do that, you can literally just, you know, click none and then just drag it all at once. It's the same thing. You feel how that just sits better than if it was on time? Like if you just set it a little back. Yes, sir. Okay, that's all the melodies we're gonna need. I'm gonna EQ this a little bit, just to cut out some of the lows so that the bass doesn't clash. Nice, nice. Now let's just add the drums. Let's go to Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 3. Add our clap. I feel like the clap would sound a little better if we pitched it up a little bit. I don't know if this clap fits. Let's try Tony Shen Slapback Volume 2. Herb. Oh. Nice. Find a hi-hat. Let's get a little creative with the hi-hats. Let's get a little creative with the hi-hats. Set the time to quarter step. Let's push this down. Give it a little roll. So let's articulate this. So let's give it a little roll to kind of divide it into like the grid. Just Control U or Command U if you're on Mac. Ooh. Maybe turn down the velocity a little bit so it's not hitting too hard. You feel how the hi-hat feels a little bit like rushed? It feels like it's kind of like ahead of the beat. So what we can do is kind of give it some time shift by increasing this knob right here and make it sit a little bit further back. I feel like that sits in a better pocket. Okay, then let's add a little hi-hat, like an open hat. Next, let's add an open hat. Tony Shen Slapback Volume 2. I think Add this to the mixer and then turn the hi-hat down. Now is that the 808? Ooh, this 808 goes pretty hard. Now let's do a few things to the 808. First, let's just extend all the notes. So Control L if you're on Windows, Command L if you're on Mac. That basically legatos all the notes. And then let's go here. Let's do this little thing right here. That way, when you release the note also releases and doesn't bleed into the next note. Next, you'll hear that siren. Next, let's just make sure this 808 is tuned. So Control E if you're on Windows, Command E if you're on Mac, and it already shows you that there's a C, but to be sure, let's just detect pitch region, and it'll tell you which key it's in. You just want to make sure that, oh, where did it go? You just want to make sure that if you go here, this is set to the same note. So earlier it said C2, we're on a C, so we're good. It means that the root note is set properly. Now let's just make sure that the actual note that it's playing on the piano roll is in key. So we started the note on D, right? And then the good thing about having ghost tracks on is you can see where the notes are. So, you know, right here you have a D. And then this, we can get a little creative. You know, we can slide up from D and then just pitch that up an octave. Let's pitch it back down. Last but not least, let's just add a quick little percussion. Let's pitch it up a little bit. To pitch up, just highlight and then shift up or down. It was pretty hard. Okay, now that we have everything, let's set this to bar and then let's just arrange it. So split by channel, that allows you to have access to each pattern individually. All we can do now is select all of these and then just drag them into here. Cool. Let's start with the bell. Start with the strings. Alright, that's all I have for today. That's the full beat along with the arrangement. If you guys found this video to be useful, if you guys found new techniques or new stuff to apply to your music, please, it will help me a ton if you hit the subscribe button below. It means the world to me. I'm almost at 6K subscribers, so I really appreciate all your support, guys. Here's the full beat.